This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is HomeTalkUSA with Michael King, where we will discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Michael King is a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and the author of Contracting with the King. Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world as Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton.
Yahee! That's right. Welcome all of you to episode 1069 and counting. This is Home Talk USA. And along with my co-host, my sidekick, the invent lady herself, Miss Rita Crompton, we want to welcome you to the Invent America show, which is part of the Home Talk USA radio family. Don't forget, we are streaming live all across America at GCNlive.com. And now I'd like to welcome my co-host, the inventor lady herself, Miss Rita Crompton. Rita, it's getting close to the trade show, girl.
I know. We are counting days now instead of weeks, and we are filling those last spots. ASD has been wonderful to work with. We are so glad to have them as a sponsor for the show, for the radio show. And, heavens, we have got so many different products, new products that are going to the show, and they were wonderful about talking about how this show is good for new products. I said, the buyers that are coming from all these different chains, they want new products. They already know the old products. They want to see what's new. And so the, Invent America booth that has got all these new products, and everybody gets to vote on the product that is their favorite new product. Wow. And we'll be giving out the Innovation Awards, so we are excited about that.
Well, I'll tell you, I call it $5 stocks, and I can't wait to go out there and look at all these $5 stocks. And one day, I hope that one of these $5 stocks becomes like Microsoft. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Absolutely. Well, and that's a good lead in for our topic today, because every product out there has got a shelf life. And, it's like when you go and buy lettuce at the grocery store, it doesn't last forever. And products don't either. And inventors don't always understand that certain products just have a short lifespan and other products have an incredible lifespan.
That's right. Look at a shovel. Look at a hammer.
Exactly. Those patents that are done on tools have the longest lifespan.
Yeah.
But, look at the Barbie doll. Who would have thought?
Yep. But product life is so important, and there's a lot of decisions that have to be made. There's nothing wrong with new and improved. And if you have a technology, and you should always try to see how you can maximize its product life or efficiency is what I'm trying to say also. Because at the end of the day, you want to continue to make it better, and you want to continue to use technology in your products. You follow me?
Absolutely. And the thing for inventors to keep in mind is that anything with software actually has a shorter lifespan, because the technology is changing so fast. And if you've got a new app, for instance, it's old by the time you would even think of filing a patent. It's, it can be outdated by the time you even get it to the marketplace. But now if you've got hardware to go with it, I've got a lady today, she's going to go to the show with us. She's got this little tiny product that, holy cow, every mother in America is going to want one. And it's using an app that's kind of old, but it's got hardware with it now. And so it makes it really, really cool.
Well, I need to tell you, Rita, the hour before this show, my guest was Rufus the robot. Actually, Rufus the robot. We had a robot. That's right, AI robot that actually installs roofs. A robot roofer. How you like that? So it gets to what what we're talking about in this hour, that Rufus is going to be unveiled in May, and it had to start with AI. It had to start with software. It had to start with the planning stages, and that's what we go out and do. And I'm excited, but product life is so important. It can mean also the success or failure of your investment, or your company, because it depends what you're developing. So you need to know the rules before you play the game, right, Rita?
Absolutely. And different industries, when the inventor is looking too specifically at their initial industry concept and don't realize how it can cross over industries, you can actually limit your ability to sell by being too narrow and too focused. So my job is to say, what about this? What about this? Did you think about using it over here? And they go, oh my God, now I need to, rethink, my reach on different products. And that can extend their product life when they've got a bigger reach.
You start one way and you end up another way, and then your product becomes multi-purpose, multifaceted, or it started doing this, but it can do this. You never know where it might lead you. And that's the fun about this business and fun about technology. As I say in life, it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Exactly. It's not necessarily how high you get on the mountain, it's how far you climbed on the mountain to get where you want to go.
Get to the top. That's right, Rita. But
well, I was just going to say, the gentleman who invented the ability to refuel a plane while it was in air, and they told him, it's like, don't limit it to just airplanes, and now his technology is being used to pass any kind of liquid in outer space to another, from one space station to another. So you don't want to limit yourself by thinking too narrowly. But the other thing is that you can expand the lifespan of your product by paying attention as new technology comes along. So you may file something additional on the way your product works, but you've got to pay attention. Sometimes it's a matter of looking at, okay, we've got this thing, but here's a new way of a new tool to make it. And so now the intellectual property is on the tool or the machinery to make the given product, because they can make it better or cheaper. So you've always got to keep your eyes open. You've always got to keep looking at what are the options out there.
Well, and that's where the trade shows also are very, and like I say, an asset, because when you get there, you have all these other products and technology, and it pays to walk the floor and see somebody you might be able to partner up with, or maybe some other product can be a condiment to your product. You never know till you see it,
Absolutely. And I always tell inventors, it's like, don't go by yourself to a show, because you've got to be able to work the floor as much as you work your booth. Which means if you're not walking the aisles and looking at what else is out there, you don't know where you can partner up. You don't know somebody that might be able to be a reseller for your product. You don't know what that competition is doing. And so you have to pay attention.
I know you're going to have Michael Miller at the end of the hour. I'm excited to talk to him, because he always brings some great insight to the show,
He does, and he's been doing this for as long as you and I have been doing it, as far as getting. So he has seen products come and go.
Yeah, one-trick ponies, I call them,
Yes, absolutely.
But, hey, all right, we're going to take a short break. There's the music. That's right. This is the Invent America show, part of Home Talk USA. When we come back off a break, we're going to have a whole bunch of guests. So if you are an inventor, or if you're an entrepreneur, or you're thinking about having that next great idea, this is the show you want to listen to right here on the Genesis Communication Radio Network at GCNlive.com. Me and Rita's going to be right back. The Inventilator and the Cajun Contractor. What a combo. It's like a Big Mac. What about a combo? Right. Throw some fries, throw a milkshake in there, and you got that great Combo.
You betcha.
I think I'm in a goofy mood today. I don't know. I'm goofy. I love it when we get ready to hit that road, get out of the studio, All right, we can take a short break. We're going to be right back. Stay tuned right here on the GCN Radio Network. Yay! We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Home Talk USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. And we want to send out a big thank you to our network, GCN, Genesis Communication Network, for giving us a home. My guest right now is Michael Miller, and he is our industry expert today. I have known Michael Millers for as long as I've known Michael King, and both were great people to get to know in this industry. And part of it is because, we've just got... we do Invent America because America invents. We always have, we always will. And so helping inventors get from I have an idea to the marketplace is our goal, and what we're shooting for is to make it as painless as possible, if it can be. And we help you make better decisions in the early stages, you have a better chance of getting to the marketplace and then being able to understand the life of the product. So, Michael, thank you so much for being with me today.
Well, thank you very much, Rita. I appreciate you having me on.
So you have done this, you've done it for longer than I've done it, so you're looking at, 15, 20 years?
Yes, absolutely.
And you've, as part of that Home Depot network and Danco and all these products, and you're still working with inventors who are getting products into the marketplace. Hanu, one of our earlier guests, you've been working with him. He's got a great product. You've tried to help inventors understand, new products are always coming on. That means old products are dying. So what impacts life expectancy?
I think the number one thing about life expectancy is if it's a product, and I'll start off by saying it's going to have a long life, right? That's what everybody hopes for. But you have certain products, and I say especially in the hardware world, let's say like a tool. There's a lot of tools that have had a very long life expectancy to them and have been in the marketplace for many, many years, and in many years all the way through from when they had an active patent to all the way the patent being expired. So those are types of products that would be just absolutely fantastic to license, have a very long life expectancy. And then you have products that I would say are more short-term that would be ones that you would see on like an as seen on TV or something, fur babies or something along those lines, some type of toy. Things like toys and games and things like that rotate very, very frequently. So anything like that is going to be a hopefully high profit very, very quickly, but the downslope is very, very fast and usually only a couple of years at best.
Right.
So
I've heard
you need to go into that. Yeah.
I've heard that, products that make it to a store shelf, all right, or, even if you look at your Amazon as being your retailer or something like that, and they're the hardware products, the average life expectancy is, basically 7 years or so. But some of them, like a new hammer, it's like, show me a new tool, guys, show me something like that, because the life expectancy is longer. But you're right, the as seen on TV ones, the life expectancy is about 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
And that's scary for somebody that spent all that money on a patent. And part of it is just, if the product is a poor quality, that affects life expectancy.
It absolutely does. So if it gets a reputation right out of the gate, then nobody's going to want to touch that product. The other retailers, all the retailers look at what their competition is doing every single week. They know the store shelves of their competition as well as they know their own. And if they see something that's only been out there for a week or two, or they've looked at it and go, oh, my God, that's crap, I guarantee you they are not going to want to have it in their stores either.
Right. I mean, we all want to have a blender in the house, a food processor, basically. And so you've got some that will last for years. But we also see that a lot of times anything with those electronics in it is almost being geared to die sooner.
Yes, absolutely. And, everything having to do with anything that has to be programmed or electronic type products. I mean, we see how fast our iPhones go out of being even able to get updates. I mean, so you have the same thing with a lot of your electronics products, and they're just not going to be a very long-lived type of product.
That's for sure. So anyway, we hear the music playing. That means it's time to go and pay some bills. Michael, thank you so much for being on with us today. And I know we will have you on again soon because you are a wealth of information for our inventors. Thanks so much, everybody, and stick with us. I'll be right back.
Thanks, Rita. Take care.